Night at 9, only on Oxygen.
Do these pants make my ass look heart-shaped or pear-shaped?
Which one is the good one?
Duh, the one that sounds skinnier.
That one. Yay! Who cares what our asses look like, though? I should be married by now. Not that I don't love you, but enough already. I should have a husband and a house and a washer and dryer that doesn't take quarters. What are we doing wrong?
I'm happy. You, on the other hand, need to broaden your horizons and lower your standards. That's what I'm doing, and it's working.
Okay.
Now let's go get drunk with our friends. To me, being happier and better at my job. I burnt someone's scalp today.
Yeah, well, I made one of my students cry so hard she threw up.
You win.
I'm the winner! Yay!
My perfect woman is here. Besides Lizzie and Beyonce.
Why'd you talk to her?
Because she's pretty?
Excuse me, miss.
You're welcome. Did you say something?
Yeah. I was wondering, which is more painful, getting your eyebrow pierced or standing here looking at me?
The latter. Hey.
Hey.
Hey! What's the point? Women just like him more than they like me.
I don't. Sure, he's the obvious beauty, but you're cute. Enough? Okay, let me help. You're funny, you're considerate, you're good at math. And women like that more, don't we?
I do, I think. I don't really care about math.
You've got so much more going on than Davis.
Hey, you know, I'm sitting right here. You know, just because I'm hot doesn't mean I don't have feelings.
Yes, it does. You don't get to have everything. Guess I met a really cute guy at the grocery store today.
I did.
Okay, we're on me now.
Oh.
Anyway, so I'm at the supermarket buying baby shampoo so I can wash my hoo-ha. It makes it more manageable.
What do you do?
Due to go out with you?
Sure. I meant to give birth.
Really? Oh, that. Well, who can say? Except for Dr. David Silvergold, obstetrician to the stars.
I love a pregnant woman with a sense of humor. And no wedding ring.
Well, I'll tell you why that is. If you give me just a minute. My husband is dead, right? Isn't that sad? Well, it should be. I know that. Except that he beat me. And then he died of a heart attack. Yay, bacon.
How could a man lay his hands on a beautiful, pregnant woman like you? If your husband wasn't already dead, I'd kill him. I'd snap his neck like a chicken.
Oh, God. I love chicken.
I'm Max. I'm kind of what you call a prenatal nurse.
Well, I'm Jane, and I'm kind of free tonight.
Jane, pretending to be pregnant? This is worse than when you said you were a Make-A-Wish kid to get us backstage at New Kids on the Block.
Did you or did you not French kiss Donnie Wahlberg?
Well, did you or did you not?
I did.
Nah.
Ooh. And I let him touch my boob. Well, I'm gonna go get myself a spray-on tan. Nurse Max is coming over, and I want to have that pregnant glow when he gets there. Hey, Boozy. What? I'm drinking for two.
She will do anything to meet someone.
When I want to meet a guy, I just sit at the bar and wait for him to come. Except for now, it looks like I'm hanging out with you losers. Excuse me.
Well, this loser's going home to masturbate.
No, don't. I think I can help you. Not masturbate. Meet someone.
Now, hold on. No offense, but I think I know better in this area.
You don't know better than me in any area. I am a teacher, and you are a pothead.
Oh, and how many chicks have you slept with?
I've had a few lesbian dreams. Look, if you listen to me, I can have you dating someone within 48 hours.
In that time, I can get you laid twice, minimum, 2 different chicks. 1 black and 1 white.
I'd settle for 1 mulatto.
As would I. But the point is, I know what's right for you, and Davis only knows the path to Horville.
Shut your theory hole and let me get my man some tail.
Why do you have to sink to this level?
Why do you have to pull your hair back like that?
Why do you have to answer my question with a question? Don't answer that. A good girl, so. A good girl, so. A good girl, so. But I do.
I've never gotten a present on a first date before. I mean, who doesn't need a lovely padded basket?
It's a bassinet.
Oh,
Put the baby in.
wow. You really love babies.
No, I love babies when they're inside mommies.
Oh, well, I'll come to Mama.
Women love compliments. So say you like her hair, or her top, or her highlights.
Or her brother, because you sound like a fag.
And after you compliment her, talk about what you have that not all men have.
Red pubic hair?
No.
All right. I'm going in. Hello there.
Hi.
Just so you know, I'm not gay.
Well, I am.
Thank you for that time-saving honesty.
I like your bedside manner, Doctor.
Nurse.
In my movie, you're a doctor.
Well, in my movie, you don't talk so much. And you're in your 2nd trimester.
Whatever.
So not every girl in this bar is going to be gay? Oh, shoot, it's not Tuesday night, is it?
No.
Good. So when you find a straight one, you should say a funny anecdote about what happened to you today.
I did my laundry and I watched Star Trek.
Does that seem funny to you?
Screw the talking, all right? What you want to do is make physical connection. Okay, you look her in the eye, you corner her against the wall, and you touch her.
Sounds a little rapey.
So look, the eye, the corner, the touch. Lect. L-E-C-T, it's a mnemonic device.
Yeah, and don't say nerdy crap like that.
Right.
Okay, one last thing. All right, after you've had a few drinks, you've got to know some things about her, like her name. If you're really feeling it, you lean in for the surprise kiss.
Just kiss a girl with no warning.
Hence the word surprise.
Okay, surprise attack. I'm going for the blonde in the miniskirt.
All right.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Ben's chance of getting laid. Oh, he just made a girl laugh.
Who's backing her into a corner?
Oh. Hey, Jenna.
What? You're here and you're being cornered by an icky dweeb? Where?
I don't understand it. I get everything perfect. The look, the book, the eye, the boner. That I didn't plan.
No.
I love you guys.
We love you.
Lucky 301.
Open it. Open Lucky 301. Sleepy. Sleepy.
This is all your fault. You know why? Because he's not you. You are handsome and sexy, and everybody wants you.
Everybody?
Oh, please, don't act coy.
I couldn't even if I knew what that was.
You know how you affect women.
How do I affect you?
Well, right now, you're standing close to me, and I've had a few drinks, so I would have to say positively. That was a surprise.
Tonight, good girl girls don't steal their roommate's shoes.
Hello, Jane.
They just borrow them without asking.
Give me back my shoes. No, I'm tall. I am meeting fabulous guys who I usually can't even see from my eye level. But they're my shoes. You are scaring the tall boys.
It's an all-new Good Girls Don't. Tonight at 9. She's the diva of country.
She's a rising pop sensation.
Leanne Rimes with special guests.
American Idol finalist Diana DeGarmo.
And a couple of rock's finest men.
Oxygen's custom concert, tonight at 10.
The first concert series you can truly call your own.
We'll never forget the great country hits of the 80s. The legendary artists. Now they're all together in classic country of the 80s. The Oak Ridge Boys. Alabama.
The closer you get, oh yeah, the further I fall.
Waylon Jennings.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm.
You'll get 30 #1 hits.
Then we were swinging.
Get classic country of the 80s on 2 CDs or cassettes for just $19.99.
You want a man with the soul hand.
Plus, call with your credit card and get another album of #1 hits. That's 3 albums.
Forever and ever, amen.
40 #1 hits.
He stopped loving her today.
Then you'll have a chance to audition other great classic country albums. Satisfaction guaranteed.
But I believe in love.
Remember, use your credit card and get 3 albums for just $19.99.
You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
Call 1-800-882-1751 to order classic country 80s on 2 CDs or 2 cassettes for just $19.99 plus shipping and handling. Use your credit card and get a free bonus album. Call now, 1-800-882-1751 or order online at TimeLife.com.
What ab workout do these pro athletes use to improve their performance? Their secret is the Ab Arch Core Workout.
Ab Arch has helped strengthen my abs and improve the flexibility in my golf swing.
The Ab Arch is the simplest and most effective ab workout ever conceived. We guarantee that by using the Ab Arch, you'll get more results with less effort, all in under 5 minutes a day. Regular sit-ups put stress on your neck, hips, and back. With the Ab Arch, the pressure is relieved, so all your efforts are focused on your abs. Included when you order the Ab Arch is your own personal 5-minute workout video with world-class trainer Chris Verna.
The Ab Arch is simple, effective, and I can take it everywhere I travel.
You can do the Ab Arch Core Workout anywhere, anytime. Look how effective the Ab Arch was in reshaping the midsections of these people. The Ab Arch Core Workout includes the specially designed Ab Arch with easy-to-follow instructions, the 5-minute ab workout, and the bonus carry bag, all for one low price. Call now.
Did you know that when you give birth, you poop on the table?
Davis just kissed me totally by surprise, and it was the best kiss ever.
By surprise? Show me, show me.
I'm not going to surprise kiss you, and I'm not hooking up with Davis. It was just a momentary lapse in judgment that felt really, really good.
Well, make it an extended lapse of judgment. I do it all the time. It's great.
I'm not you. And Davis is my friend.
Friends are a dime a dozen. That's less than a penny a friend.
What do we know about him, really? Huh? You know, he lives upstairs. He claims he invented wearing the T-shirt on his head like a hat.
What is this obsession you have with knowing people? You'll find out more about Davis if he's naked and on top of you. Or behind you. That's my favorite. Marjorie, you need to open yourself up to the universe. And to our very hot neighbor.
Maybe you're right. Maybe this whole loser stoner thing is a facade. Yeah, and it's an act because he's nervous. And inside there will be someone
who bathes
and works.
I think you should go for it. Your friendship hangs in the balance.
With him?
No, with me. I want to hear all about it.
Oh, I don't know. We were both very, very drunk, and, what if he doesn't remember kissing me?
Then you're a terrible kisser, and I wash my hands of you.
Okay. You're right. But before I do anything, I'm gonna have to talk to his ex-girlfriend. Lizzie, how upset would you be if I went out with Davis? 'Cause, last night, he and I got a little tipsy, and, we, kind of kissed. So I just wanted to ask you if, you know...
If you can have him? Sure. Kiss him, date him, put beads up his ass. I don't care, Marjorie. I'm just glad he's not my problem anymore.
Gotcha. Beads. Really? Hey. Hi.
Hey.
So, the other night, pretty funny, huh?
I thought it was hot.
Like in a sweaty way or in a write in your diary kind of way?
Is this a test? Because I remember kissing you in the hallway, if that's what you're getting at.
I am. I'm just being silly. Like in a wacky romantic comedy with Meg Ryan before her lips got freaky.
You're a great kisser.
Really? Wow.
You know, I thought you were cute since the day you moved in. Hottie at 2 o'clock.
Which 2 o'clock? Your 2 o'clock or my 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock where the hottie is.
Right.
Oh my God. I wasn't laughing at you. That guy is so cute. You just farted. Give me a break. I've been holding it in since Provo. He's coming over. He'll think it's me.
I thought that was Ben.
Oh. Oh. So, we should go out sometime. You know, like on a
Boat?
date.
Okay, sure.
Great one.
Whenever you want.
Great. Okay, how about Jane and I make dinner for you and Max, her new guy, tonight?
Okay, sure.
Okay. I'll see you at 8.
Okay.
So, looks like you're stuck with me tonight. Everyone else is interdating.
I know. Marjorie and Davis had a dinner party with Jane and her freak of the week. That's weird, man.
Sorry, I just woke up.
Tell that to the burnt chicken. Come on in.
Max, this is Davis.
How are you?
Good.
So, how was your day, honey?
It's just starting.
Excellent. Help yourself to a very interesting hummus I found in, I believe they call it Little Persia. Isn't that what's great about America? We have all these tiny little versions of other countries, so when foreigners move here, they have a place to go. Little Italy, Koreatown.
And to fill the awkward silences, Marjorie will yap on. And on.
Little Armenia, even little Africa. How come everyone hates Americans? I think we're pretty thoughtful. Oh, shoot, I almost forgot the Kugel. Jane, sweetie, would you mind?
Oh, I'm pregnant. I really should stay off my feet.
I love your swollen feet. They look like they should belong to a fat little hobbit.
Pregnant?
Yes, remember? I told you the other night, you silly stoner.
I remember when you were pregnant last year. And I loaned you money for the clinic, which you never paid back.
Davis, follow me into the kitchen. I need to show you my Kugel.
Right on.
I can't see Davis going for Jane's whole fake baby thing, because he certainly didn't like it when I lied and said that I was pregnant.
You did that?
Yeah. He was breaking up with me. I needed a laugh. When he started hyperventilating, I almost wet myself.
Oh, man, I wish I could have seen his face.
I took a picture. See?
That's great.
You know what's not good dinner party conversation? Someone's recent trip to a clinic.
She owes me money, man.
And don't call your date man. Ugh, you're ruining my dinner party.
No, you're ruining your dinner party with your weird foods and your constant bragging about how far you drove to get him. Oh, I drove all the way to Little Australia to get some Swedish meatballs.
There are no Swedish meatballs in Australia, you big stupid. There are koala bears and kangaroos. And recently, a lot of fine actors. Now slap on a happy face and help me test this kugel.
It seems ready.
Clean that up.
So, Max, something's been on my mind. Maybe it's all those hormones floating around, or the fact that you seem to be freakishly attracted to my blessed condition.
Yes, little mama.
Exactly. I wanted to ask, do you only go out with pregnant women?
No. I did date this one girl with a gigantic fibroid tumor, but it just wasn't the same.
Wasn't the same? How? It wasn't as weird, it wasn't as disturbing, it wasn't as...
Hot.
Hot.
Yeah. Janie, I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? I love pregnant women, okay? I don't know if it's all the estrogen flopping around inside your veins, or your swollen breasts, or the way your pelvis is widening.
Stop it! I have had all of those things since high school.
What?
You must be the worst prenatal nurse since that woman lost Moses down the river. Can't you tell?
Tell what?
I'm not pregnant!
Well, I'm not a nurse!
You know, I consider myself a pretty good judge of people, and that's why I don't like none of them.
You always know where you stand with Roseanne.
Bitch!
Catch a full hour next.
Calling all girls behaving badly. After searching the country, we have found some stunning women. And we are going to show them to you.
Help me tell jokes!
I love that dog so much on breastfeed.
You could win a pair of Vespa scooters and FYE gift cards.
But you have to watch to win.
Calling all girls behaving badly. Starts Monday, July 19th, only on Oxygen.
Hello, I'm Lindsay Wagner. You know, if you're frustrated by the quality of your sleep or because you have morning back pain, please give us a call right now. It won't cost you a thing except a minute of your time. We'll immediately send you this free video and brochure with all the details about this amazing bed, including complete descriptions of all our bed models, prices, and options. You'll have all the information you need to make a decision that can truly make a difference in your sleep.
It's been amazing, the difference that the Sleep Number bed has made with my sleep personally. I have not woken up with back pain at all, not once since we've gotten it.
I switched from an innerspring mattress to a Sleep Number bed, and now I sleep better than ever.
It's the only bed I know of that's clinically proven to improve your sleep quality and relieve back pain. And it also costs about the same as a traditional innerspring mattress, yet it lasts twice as long. Now, like most of us, before I got my Sleep Number bed, I used to toss and turn during the night. I'd wake up, roll over, find a comfortable position, and then go back to sleep. But on a Sleep Number bed, I actually sleep all the way through the night. And I didn't realize I wasn't getting a good night's sleep until I experienced one on a Sleep Number bed. I also noticed that I have more stamina during the day, and I know it's because I'm getting a more recuperative sleep. So why don't you call us right now and see if it isn't true for you as well.
Call for your free information kit. Sleep Number beds are easy to own, coming in all standard sizes with queen-size mattresses starting as low as $20 a month. Learn about our 20-year limited warranty and risk-free 30-night in-home trial. Call 1-800-990-3366. On a Sleep Number bed by Select Comfort, you can fall asleep faster, sleep more soundly, and wake up more refreshed. Call 1-800-990-3366. We'll rush you this free video, brochure, and price list. That's 1-800-990-3366. The Sleep Number bed is the key to a perfect night's sleep. Call now.
The worst part was the pressure.
phone calls at home, phone calls at work. Since Debt-Free works with thousands of creditors, we got his interest lowered and his penalties eliminated.
Every day, thousands of people call Debt-Free, a non-profit organization.
I was snapping at everyone, on edge all the time. I just didn't know how to deal with it.
I showed her she could make just one monthly payment, and she didn't need to borrow money to do it.
If you're overwhelmed by debt, gather your bills and call Debt-Free now.
I'm back to my old self. I'm glad I called Debt-Free.
What ab workout do these pro athletes use to improve their performance? Their secret is the Ab Arch Core Workout.
Ab Arch has helped strengthen my abs and improve the flexibility in my golf swing.
The Ab Arch is the simplest and most effective ab workout ever conceived. We guarantee that by using the Ab Arch, you'll get more results with less effort, all in under 5 minutes a day. Regular sit-ups put stress on your neck, hips, and back. With the Ab Arch, the pressure is relieved, so all your efforts are focused on your abs. Included when you order the Ab Arch is your own personal 5-minute workout video with world-class trainer Chris Verna.
The Ab Arch is simple, effective, and I can take it everywhere I travel.
You can do the Ab Arch Core Workout anywhere, anytime. Look how effective the Ab Arch was in reshaping the midsections of these people. The Ab Arch Core Workout includes the specially designed Ab Arch with easy-to-follow instructions, the 5-minute ab workout, and the bonus carry bag, all for one low price. Call now.
Well, so much for being open to the universe. This dinner party was even worse than the time when your mother tried to commit suicide.
Yeah, well, at least after that one, we stayed up all night watching the Mary Tyler Moore marathon.
I think I made a mistake basing my life on her. I mean, she was single. For how long was that show on? It's like we're living the Mary Tyler Moore marathon.
How do you think I feel? I'm Rhoda.
I'm not even a very good Mary. She never would have let a surprise kiss scramble up her brain.
Or tell some guy she's pregnant to get laid. What were we thinking?
I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice if Davis turned out to be a great boyfriend on top of being a great kisser? Oh, why can't it be that way? Why can't he just be perfect? Why do I have to keep looking?
Because I haven't found anybody yet, and I want us to be single together.
That's sweet. In a really selfish way. Okay. I better go apologize to Davis.
Yeah. Nothing says I'm sorry like a hand job.
Yeah.
You go, Mare.
Hi.
Hi.
You left before dessert. Here's some flan I got from Little Argentina.
Thanks. Listen, Marjorie, I was a tool.
Well, I was a bitch, little one.
Yeah, you were. But you're not normally, you know? And I don't know, maybe this whole you and me thing just isn't such a good idea.
It's not, is it?
I mean, you're smart, you're ambitious, and you're beautiful. And you should be with someone that appreciates that. You know, me, I'm not a dinner party guy. You know, I like dinner, and I like a party, but I'm not ready for a relationship right now. And I don't want to pretend that I am just to get laid. Not with you.
Wow. Friends?
Totally.
That was easy. All right, come here. Ooh. You gonna be all right?
I think so.
Good night.
Good night. Hey, baby, you want some flan?
Marjorie deserves way better than Davis.
Well, so do you.
Yeah, I guess.
Lizzie, you're funny, you're nice, you don't have a mean bone in your body. In fact, I'm sure all of your bones are perfect.
You have nice bones, too. Did you drink a lot of Kelly?
Tonight's episode included music from the World Inferno Friendship Society, Michael Carpenter, and Leroy.
Roseanne is not your typical TV mom.
I'm the boss, and father knows squat.
But she should be. Roseanne is next.